Hi, it's Snorgle. Welcome back to Peaceful Minecraft, where we're just checking out the world. This is not my main game. This is just a game where, see that last number there, the Z? It's moving that. We're gonna move that as we move from one direction. Just check out Minecraft. Check out the world. I've only been playing Minecraft about 3 months. I don't think I'm a complete noob anymore, but there's a lot I don't know and a lot I want to see. Hi, Wolfie. How you doing? That stupid traitor. So I'm just traveling the world of Minecraft, checking out the different biomes and just seeing everything I can. I want to learn everything I can about the world of Minecraft. So come and hang out and chill with me. We'll talk about all kinds of stuff. Sure, why not? Why not? What do we got to lose? Absolutely nothing. Yeah, we just chill, talk about all kinds of topics as we explore and learn more about the worlds of Minecraft and all the biomes. I've seen an enormous amount of biomes. My favorite is I like the Badlands. I also really like the desert. It is, it's a village. Huh. Let's go visit that village. Kind of looking around? Sure. Let's go. Check out the village. See what they have to say for themselves, huh? Oopsie, go this way. There's a turtle and a horse. Hello, turtle. Hi, horse. Okay. Like a quaint little village. Love it. Absolutely love it. But there's nothing to be concerned about here. Nothing to get upset about. Just exploring Minecraft, relaxing, just checking everything out. Hello, how you doing? What's in here? No, I don't need any of that. Kitty. Like there's a farmer. Sun's going down. Sun's going down. Fun's going down. Nobody says that. Okay. What you doing there, buddy? Enjoying the flowers? Yeah. I'd enjoy the flowers, are you too? Excuse me. Hey, what are you doing? A small child. Oh, I probably should, hold on. I actually should make a bed. Well, I've got one, okay. So I consider, in this world as I'm traveling, beds are disposable items. I do go to sleep at night. Set my spawn point in case I die. But then I just leave the bed there because I believe, and I think this is true. I'm reasonably sure this is true, that if I die and the bed isn't there that I set the spawn point at, then I spawn at the original spawn, which would suck because we'd lose 172,000 progress we made. And I probably could teleport here, but that seems like cheating and it's not. There's a bag, but I already have one, so I think we're good. It does kind of seem like cheating, doesn't it? A little bit. Is there a bed in here? There was not. Well, we'll set the bed down here. Why not? Go to sleep for the night. Wake up, leave our bed here, and move on. Actually, I'm going to do something here. I'm going to put it out of the way so that nothing bad can happen to it. Let's see. Yeah, we'll stick it here. And then set the spawn point. Okay. Let's see. This is going the wrong way. This is going the right way, out to the open ocean. I like that. I like that. I think I went visit all here. I'm not quite sure what this is, but I'm here for it. I really like how all the different biomes are very consistent, right? The way the blocks are sort of set up is consistent in that individual biome, even though it's the same biome as one I've been through 10 times. They're all distinctly unique. It's really fascinating to me. It's very fascinating. There's so many thoughtful design choices that Mojang made and continues to make. It's really interesting. Question: should we go here? Should we go? Let's go here a little bit, because this is gonna. I think that's gonna put us into. I want to stay in the open ocean a little bit, so we're not moving up as far high as we could. We'll go around this landmass and then we'll hit it again. This those giant trees I got in my survival series. I started exploring around my base and noticed that there was a jungle nearby, and I was able to get a couple of those really huge trees. They're really dope. I like those trees a lot. I also like the way, like, look at that tree. That's so interesting. Looks like we're going to have to we're going to have to hit the old land for a while, which is fine. That's fine. We got this. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. We're good. Okay. We go. And wonder what this biome is. Not sure. Oh, I know these things hurt, so I don't want to touch them because they're painful. I mean, we this is peaceful, so we repair quite quickly. We heal quite quickly, actually. Not really repair, but still, look at that. Just a little thing I thought. Now, see, I would swear if this weren't solo peaceful Minecraft, somebody did that, but no, that's the way that tree is. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, I'm going to go around this just because I find those to be a little bit of a pain. Not a huge deal, but just a little bit. Takes a little more time than I prefer. We keep moving. I don't know how far. I originally thought, hey, maybe I can go to the end. I don't think that's going to happen, frankly, because it's like, I think that it goes from spawn. I think it goes 23 million blocks in every direction. There's no way I'm going to there's 0% chance I would ever do that. So that's okay. That's all right. Hello. Come through. There we go. Open ocean. We can really make some really good time. Let's go. I do like how I like the incidental noises. The sound of the boat in the water. Sound effect work in this is, I guess, really, really fabulous. Keep up to look around because sometimes I see things that look like maybe they're man-made objects. I'm sure I'm missing a ton of stuff, and I'm sure you're watching this and you see, oh, you missed a mansion or you missed something, and I'm sure I am. Not on purpose. Sometimes that happens. Everybody kind of perceives the world their own way, you know? It's really amazing to me how we're even able to communicate at all. I mean, I assume that the color red that I perceive is exactly the same as the color red that you perceive, but I don't know that's true. I don't know that's true at all. But we sort of have an agreement, you know, as a society. We agree when we point to, a robin. We all agree that that's generally red. I told you my theory about robins. Not my theory, but my feelings. So I grew up and there weren't any robins where I grew up. So I never saw them at all. And I saw them as an adult. And I think they're creepy as heck. And I realize that that's an unusual thing. I mean, I'm not particularly creeped up by birds, but robins, I think, are creepy as heck. I realize that most people consider them harbingers of spring, good luck, and all kinds of stuff. I don't. I think they're creepy. Don't like it. And again, I don't feel that way about, I don't know, ravens or crows or cardinals, or even budgies for that matter. This is the part I kind of like, where you start to go out and it's just nothing but the open ocean. Because like, what's coming next? When this first happened to me and I first hit this open ocean, I was like, oh crap. That's it. I've hit the end of the world. The rest of it's just ocean. It's not. I mean, I'm curious what percentage of the ocean, of the world's our ocean. Like, who knows? I mean, because my instance of Minecraft doesn't even know, right? Because it hasn't rendered that yet. Yeah, I do like this. I like this a lot. I'm trying to keep my eye out for, see if there's anything interesting down there. In the sea, every once in a while I pass by something that looks like a man-made structure, not too far down, but I find that interesting. I wonder why that is. There apparently is an enormous amount of lore about Minecraft, sort of smattered throughout the worlds. Somebody said that there's a huge amount of lore contained in the mansions. I wouldn't mind seeing another mansion and going in. Let's see if I could figure out some of the lore. Probably not, because I'm an idiot, but it'd be fun to try. And I've recently just started playing creative Minecraft. I've never played it before. It's super fun, very interesting. It's what an absolutely different thing, you know? It's interesting to me, because I kind of got interested in maybe I do some creative Minecraft videos, because I ran across something and somebody was talking about they've never played creative Minecraft. They've only played survival or hardcore. And there was somebody else who was talking about they've never ever played survival. They've only ever played creative. Like, look at that. What the scorp is this? I don't know. Clearly man-made. Don't know what it is. If you know what it is, let me know. I've seen a bunch of those throughout my travels here in peaceful Minecraft. Yeah, I like the sand. I saw one desert that had kind of red sand. That was really cool. I enjoyed that immensely. I like the lava. I think the lava looks cool. It's one of the few things I think that can kill me. I mean, I can fall and die, and you know, but in general, this is fairly chill. Nothing's 100% safe, but it's about as safe as it gets, frankly. Traveled several blocks. It's crazy to me to think I've traveled 175,000 blocks in this series. Very interesting. I kind of want to check out this biome. Okay, let's see. I think is that man-made? I don't think so. I think the plains look really cool. You know? I like this type of biome. I think it's super interesting. What is that? I don't think that's a pyramid, because we're not in a desert. It doesn't quite look as, it just looks like a pyramid-ish shaped. Yeah, that's what it is. Just like a pyramid-ish shaped thing. Posing as a pyramid. Nature posing as a pyramid. Okay. Let's keep going. Checking everything out. I always think it's interesting when you see those floating blocks. I think that's an interesting creative choice, because they obviously decided, made a purposeful thing to leave them in. Very interesting to me. That looks cold. I don't like it. Not a fan of super cold in real life and in Minecraft. I live my life mainly with cargo shorts and ironic t-shirts. I know, a fashion killer. Flip-flops. Like 95% of my life I live like that. Sure. Get that there too. That's the way I prefer it. And I've lived in places where it got cold, you know? Where I went to college, there was proper snow. First time I ever really lived like that. I think I mentioned this in the last video. The first time I saw snow, I would think I was 4. was surprised it was cold. I wasn't a very bright kid. But I just didn't like, I grew up in an area that was pretty temperate. Let's see, how are we doing? Yeah, we have a full stack, so we'll you know what? Again, since beds are disposable items, we'll just shear those sheep and hope for the best. Okay. What do we got coming up here? Okay, we got a little bit of water, but nothing we can't handle. We'll handle it. There we go. Yep. You move pretty fast underwater. Somebody was telling me that, but they're right. You do move fast. Yeah, let's. Is that a bastion? I think it is. Let's go ahead and. We need to make a bed. So hold on. Nope, that was stupid. Sorry, I had to cough. I apologize for that. Okay. There we go. Put the bed down, go to sleep. Had a small coughing fit. Let's go check that out. Probably use the boat to get there. There's not a lot I need here as far as possessions go, but I like everything I see like that. I want to go check out. I want to see all the bastions. I want to see the differences. Some of them have like these blue little birds that fly around. Sometimes they have like a golem that's imprisoned. I typically let them out if I see a golem that's imprisoned, because I mean that's not nice. I don't like that. Okay, go check this out. See what we got. Yeah, they also have this little workshop area. Have anything else around? Ooh. Something made a noise. Yeah, they have these little things too. I'm not quite sure what those are. Well, let's look around. There's something up there. Let's go check out up there and see what's up there. This is often where they have the blue birdie things, or the golems. I don't see any, but let's go ahead and we'll just. Okay. Yeah, I don't see anything else here, so let's go see. Uh-oh. Doggone it. How do we get up there? I guess we go here. Hold on. Do I have? I don't have any dirt, so we'll do this. There we go. Okay. Oh, it goes down here. Huh. Guess I went in through a window. Figures. Okay. What's up here? Bottle of enchanting. I've already got some of those. A crossbow. I don't really need that for this one, and some wood. Not a lot. Not a lot for me. It's okay. It's not why we're here. No. That's why I didn't see it. Hello. How you doing? Which way am I going? This way. Every once in a while, cows make a little noise that kind of sounds a little bit like, well, I guess we're in a swamp. Huh. Cows make a noise that sounds a little bit like an Enderman. They kind of make this whoop noise. I think that's interesting. Okay. A little bit of a swampy area. That's okay. I don't think swamps are my favorite biome. They're not my least favorite. I don't know what my least favorite is. I'm not sure I have a least favorite one, frankly. Oh dear. Let's go around. Can we go around it? Yes, it looks like we can. trying to be efficient. I don't mind climbing big mountains if I have to, but looks like I might be able to skirt this one, which is perfectly fine with me. I'm not just going in a line to go in a line. I just want to keep moving, and I have a tendency, if I don't pick something like a metric I can look at and say I'm headed this way, you know, I have a tendency of going in circles. And so I just picked that final number and we're like, we're just going to go this way. Heck yeah. Oh, careful. Yeah, we don't want to do that. I'm going to be a little bit careful. That wasn't too far. I think we could probably survive that fall, but still. Yeah, we're getting too cold again. I mean, we can make really good time in the cold. I'm just not a fan in general. Not my favorite biome. It's okay though. I do like the way they get the hey, is this like a cold village? It is. Cool. A double door, very nice. Keep it warm. Somebody's what's in here? Anything? Spruce, fern? Nothing I want. Nothing I want. Okay, got a little downstairs sort of apartment, maybe. Hello, excuse me, coming through. What do you got? Nothing I want. Is it nothing I want? Hold on, stop it, get out of here. What are you doing? You know, I'll take your sticks. I can use them at some point. Thank you for the sticks, buddy. I don't know what that is. Why is this here? Curious. Okay. These are very unique. These are all kind of unique houses. How the scorp? What are you doing? Silly people? Why do you... What the heck is going on here? I'll take these for sure. How am I doing? No, they're fine. Okay. Okay. Oh, you can put little trees in those planters. I didn't know that. All right, well, let's keep going. I'm glad we did that. Oh, he's wandering quite a way. Okay, now, I mean, one of the ways we can make good time here is, of course, on ice, boats go very fast, but they're also extremely difficult to control. So I have to be a little careful here. Whatever. Okay. Kind of go as far as I can. That was a little bit of a problem getting out of here because these boats have a tendency of sinking. There. Let's go. Okay. Oop. This way? No. And I was watching SP737 and boy, he controls his boats a lot better than I control mine. And not surprising. I mean, he's got millions of viewers and he's millions of subscribers. He's been playing a very, very, very long time. He's a very talented person. Very talented. Okay, back in the open ocean. Neat. Love it. It really is. It just I like this whole series. It always makes me kind of reflect, you know? I was talking to somebody the other day about, they were mentioning they wanted to maybe start recording some YouTube videos. And I highly encouraged them. And they said, well, they weren't sure if they'd be very good. And I was kind of encouraging them, but nobody's, I mean, there's some people who are good at first, but that's not normal, right? Most people aren't very good at first. And it's a skill. And I'm a huge proponent of learning new skills in public and being unashamed about it, because it just gives you a certain power, you know, personally, like mentally, it gives you a power. You're just not afraid. You're going to go in there and you're going to try it and you know you're going to suck, but you're going to keep working at it and keep doing it and get better, you know? I mean, I think it was, should we bed down from that day? Let's keep going. It was Casey Neistat, the OG vlogger, who said that everybody has great ideas. It's the execution that really matters. And I'm not sure I 100% agree with that, but I think I like the sentiment. I like the sentiment quite a bit. Somebody had mentioned that there are creeper clouds with the vibrant visual update. Not sure how they noticed that. Somebody mentioned that in one of my videos, and honestly, I have no idea how they even spotted that. That type of thing blows me away. People are so knowledgeable. I have so much to learn. I'm, maybe 175 hours in, maybe more, maybe probably close to 200. I should check, but I'm that many hours in, and I don't know another game where I'd be that many hours in and I wouldn't feel pretty confident. But Minecraft, there's just so much to it that I kind of still feel like a noob, but not as much of a noob as I would before, but I certainly don't feel like I have the knowledge I feel like I should have if I'm playing a game for 200 hours, you know? Because there's so much to it. But I was watching the Dan TD. I mean, he's a super OG Minecrafter, you know, Minecraft YouTuber, and he's talking about how he's doing a new series and he's not looking anything up, and that blew me away because I thought, whoa, that's not what I thought. I thought Dan TGM has to look stuff up. He's been doing this 10 plus years, and he has to look stuff up. Like that legitimately blew me away. Nope. Here, let's put another bed. What are we going to do here? Let's go ahead and make some more. And then we'll make a couple of beds so we just have an extra. And we got a bunch of yarn. Not yarn, wool. There, let's have an extra, because we'll use it, you know? Again, beds are a disposable object. Let's go to bed. Near the sheep. We'll shear them when we get up so we top off our wool. There we go. Respawn point is set. I can't imagine what would happen to this bed, but I guess something could, technically, you know. Thank you. Thank you. What a beautiful horse. Yeah, so I mean, trying new things, I think, is and wow, another village, crazy. Trying new things is something for me. I like to try new things all the time. You know, I like to try new things, I like to try different things. I have stuff that I do normally all the time, just like on the regulars. You know, this is stupid, but I do hand toss pizzas every Saturday, and I didn't know how to make them. I'm a pretty good cook, but I didn't know how to make. There's a specific skill in learning how to hand toss a pizza properly, and I've been doing it a long time, years, and I'm really good at it. And I make it. This could be a controversial statement, but I make them Chicago style, not deep dish. Don't ever accuse someone from Chicago of deep dish being their style of pizza, because you will get to that's for the tourists. You will get the lecture about how deep dish is for the tourists. Then trust me on this one. Okay. I like the way these stairs are like that. I think that's cool. It's a nice design choice. I've mentioned this before. I find donkeys majestic, and I'm not kidding. Like, I genuinely do. I don't understand why people think they're stupid or stubborn or whatever. Maybe they are stubborn. I don't know. I find them majestic. Yeah, we'll take these. Yeah, I don't know why, but we will. Okay. Which way are we going? That's the wrong way. This is the right way. So this is vanilla Minecraft. In my survival Minecraft world, I have actions and stuff. And I have the lowest level setting, which is basically, there's some ambient things, but in general, it's just the new animations. Because the new animations are great. They're so marvelous. It makes me sad that I don't have the original mining animation, because I think that thing is one of the most amazing, the whole mining thing is one of the most amazing design mechanics in any game ever. Maybe I say this every one of these videos, but it's 100% true. It's incredible. Somebody was telling me, somebody in chat was telling me that they love to see me playing Minecraft as somebody new player of Minecraft who didn't play as a kid, and I was just never interested in playing it as a kid. You know, I don't like crafting games in general, and you know the funny thing is I still don't, but I love Minecraft. Like I know people who don't care for horror as a genre of book, but they read every Stephen King novel, and it's kind of that way for me with Minecraft. I've tried some other games, and I just don't like it. I just don't like crafting games. But there's something extraordinarily special about Minecraft. Part of it is thoughtful, yes. Part of it's some stuff, you can tell there's some stuff that was hacky, and they hacked it together when it was first there, and now they're stuck with it. Things like water physics, the water physics. The water physics are weird. And maybe it was a design choice, but I can't help but feel like they just went too far, and then now they're stuck with it. It feels like it's one of those things, right? There's nothing wrong with that. Like I'm not criticizing. I love this game. I think it's fantastic. I just think stuff like that is funny. Panda. Hi. How are you? You would make an excellent thumbnail. How you doing? Really? That's good. Okay, thank you. You're very cool. I know, you're very cool. Love it. See you later. Stay out of trouble. I mean, do pandas get in trouble? I don't know. they seem like they might, Okay, let's go, I guess, here. Come on. So I watched if anybody's watching the Naked and Afraid series. It's like a Minecraft challenge. Very cool. So it's super fun. I was watching that, and everybody breaks their boat with a single smack, and I don't know how they do it. I feel like it takes me a very long time to break down my boat. Ouch. And it doesn't take people as long, like anyone ever. And I'm not sure why. I mean, part of it's I'm an idiot. Right? It's always on the table. Okay, there we go. Uh-oh. Go now. Stop it. I know. Wow. Wow. Just these moments like this, these little moments where you come up and you just get this view that's just spectacular. It just kind of takes your breath away, It's really marvelous. I kind of want to explore this biome a little bit more over here. So we're going to head over this way a little bit, and then keep heading in the same direction, of course. But again, I'm not being militant about it. It's Okay, let's go. Whoa! Be careful jumping over stuff like that. It's a good way to fall down into a cave and die. And I guess I definitely could get enchanted stuff and I just don't think it's necessary. I say that until I fall down a cliff and, I don't have feather fall and I die. But, that's all right. Yeah, take some chances in this world. At the same time, I feel like don't be foolhardy, It's funny. I know so many people are very much with Minecraft a min-max kind of thing. Like the first thing they want to do is start mining straight down and just get a full diamond setup. And I see, I like things like this with the tree falling over. I think that's cool. And I understand that. That's not the kind of gamer I am. I'm never. I'm not that way with anything. I'm not a 100%er. I've 100%ed some games, and the ones I've 100%ed were not because I wanted to 100% it, because I didn't care less. They're the ones I really, really loved playing the games. I just enjoyed playing the game and wanted to play the heck out of it. That was interesting to me too. Like there's a YouTuber, Mad Morph, who does kind of. I mean, it's a little bit in my style as well. There's a style of I'm not saying I invented this by any means, because I didn't, but there's a style of Let's Player that is sort of the antithesis to the heavily aggro, super shouty Let's Player, And I definitely fall into that genre, to be sure. Mad Morph does as well. But I think he never finishes games. Like he'll do 1-2 hour video of a game and then stop. Never play again. Okay, we're going to see where this goes. I know this is going backwards a little bit, but that's okay. Again, we're overall headed in the right direction. I want to see where this goes. We can go down here and see. It'll turn at some point. It'll turn back. We're backtracking a little bit, but that's fine. And it doesn't turn back. So, okay, we'll just stop here and keep going. Okay, go this way? Yes, we go this way. It's funny though, like about the min-maxing. I have to. I try to listen to people and learn stuff, because I learned a pretty good lesson when somebody was telling me that I need to be more efficient when I was mining. I was like, meh. Again, because I thought, if that's min-maxing, whatever, I don't care. But then I thought about it. And I thought, not in this playthrough, not in my traveling the world playthrough, but in a standard playthrough, you spend a non-insignificant amount of time doing that action, mining, and I thought to myself, maybe I do need to be a little more efficient. I'm not going to be crazy about it. I need to be more efficient, and so can we get down there in an easy way that doesn't involve me getting dead? Oh, yeah, okay. And so I watched a YouTube video. Yeah, let's go ahead and we have another. Yeah, we have another bed. Let's go ahead and set a bed here. And I thought, maybe I'll watch a video. So I watched a video and they talked about strip mining and the most efficient way to strip mine. And it was very prescriptive. But I tried it, and probably surprising no one, it worked really well. It was incredibly effective, and it really increased the amount of ore that I get. And I realized a bunch of that's lucky, but it's, when I thought about it, I thought, okay, this makes sense. Like what he's doing is what he's recommending that you do is to make sure that you're based on how the ore is distributed and stuff, that you just cover as much as possible with no overlap and it was a good lesson to me that you need to keep your ears open and not be too set in your ways, and really but at the same time also be honest and say, I'm not that kind of player that the first thing I'm going to do is immediately start mining and go down and get diamond things and do whatever and enchant it all in like an hour. Like, that's not me, I want to start looking around and building stuff and checking out my vicinity and things like that. Are we headed into a Badlands or a desert? I think it's a desert. Yeah, that spiky thing. That's a spiky boy. Good Sklarg. Yeah, it's definitely a desert. Terracotta. I really like the way the terracotta looks. if we'll see any camels. I hope so. Yeah. This is, I mean, this is like, I think this is maybe, like, I think maybe this is a Badlands. I'm not sure. What the scorp is that? Oh, it's one of those things. Cool. Ouch. Ouch. Stop it. Stupid thing. I was kind of be on the lookout for lava. What do we got? We've got another golden apple, which we will take. Golden sword, golden pickaxe. I don't like any of the golden protecting and breaking. What do I have? I currently have protection 3, protection 4. I think what I have is better. Protection 4 on breaking 3. Protection 3. No, that's better actually. Hold on. This is better. We'll put the black wool in. Hold on. Yeah, that's okay. That's better. We'll put this in here because I don't care. Okay, and there. Cool. This way. Glarb. I'm tempted. At some point, I am going to open up another portal to Nether and check out Peaceful Nether. Sounds like fun. But I did it once, and it spawned me lava, which was decidedly unpleasant. And I didn't die, and I think the only reason I didn't die is because, of course, Peaceful Minecraft, geez. And you get, you heal very quickly. I don't know if, you're going to do it forever. You couldn't stand in lava forever, but enough for you to get out of it. I'll put it that way. Up here. Yeah. I like the Badlands. I think the Badlands is a nice biome. Not sure it's my favorite, but I like it. It's interesting. Okay, I thought maybe that was another one, but it doesn't appear to be. Yeah, just... What kind of rock is that? What is that? Oh, brown terracotta. Huh. I don't want to take that with me, but it is interesting. I didn't realize there was brown terracotta. So much to learn. So much to learn. Look at this. This is as far as I can see. Badlands. That's cool. The colors are amazing. What's that red over there? What is that? A flower or something? I'm not sure. Is that a building? No, I don't think so. Looks like it, but I don't think it is. The iron. I'm doing okay on iron, so I don't feel the need to do that, but let's go this way a little bit. I realize that it's going a little bit the opposite of what we need to, but, again, we just want to check this out. Just explore. Yes, we are generally headed in one direction, and we're going to keep doing that so we can find more things, but we're also here to just check out the biomes and see what they're like and what they have and all the different colors. I mean, look at this. Look at the colors in here. Just amazing. Just amazing. Yeah, that spike is cool. It's neat. Go down here. Sorry, rabbits, don't need to scare you. We'll get in our boat at some point in the near future, but just kind of checking it out. Ooh, careful. So interesting. Yeah, and I mentioned before, one time I saw this before, bamboo here in the desert. 100% thing. I looked it up and it's 100% thing. At first I was like, that's stupid. There's not bamboo in the desert. No, there really is. Like there legitimately is. It has incredibly long roots. It's really resilient. It's 100% a thing. Very interesting. I had no idea. Absolutely no idea. Okay. Some sandstone there. Yeah, I don't think that's indicative of humanity in general. Whoopsie. Yeah, we're okay. Interesting. Yeah, it's so interesting looking. I love how the light gives each different biome like a completely different, the quality of light and the color and the temperature of the light gives each biome a totally different thing. Really interesting to me. I want to see another pale garden. I've seen a couple, but I'd like to see another one because they're really cool. Oh, careful there. Don't fall in. I mean, it looks like it's water, so it'll be fine, but still. Yeah, just experiencing new things. I like trying new things. I'm kind of into it, you know? I like trying new foods I've never tried before. Sometimes you find you like something that's crazy. You know, there was when I lived in Pacific Northwest, there was a shop that sold international candy, and one of the things they sold, that looks man-made, but I don't think it is. One of the things they sold was unripened persimmon fruit. It was this chewy fruit. It wasn't really like gummy, but it was this chewy thing, and it was absolutely marvelous. It was so good. That completely looks man-made. Is that a pyramid? A desert temple, as it were? Let's stop here and see. There's so many building stuff I just don't know what they are, you know? This is one of them. What is this? Is it a house? It is. If we run across another, like a town, I don't see any. Maybe they're up here. Yeah, maybe they're up there. Maybe I just saw this one. And oh, hold on. We'll take the easy way. Oh, it totally is. Huh. There's a camel. Very cool. Not a lot here, though. Where are the buildings? I mean, there's a golem here. Golems are supposed to launch in villages where there's a certain number of villagers and a certain number of beds, right? Is it over here? Maybe it's over here. I don't know. That's so strange. That's weird. Let's head over here because I think this is actually. I know we're going the wrong way, but you know, there's a town over here or something over here. Let's take a look and see. And explore it. Maybe that's why the golem is there. I don't know. Very strange. This is absolutely. Yeah, this is a pyramid. Let's bed down for the night. Do I have another bed? I do not. So hold on. Let's take care of that. Oh, just enough. Just enough. Tonight let's use the gray bed tonight. What do you say? Go a little crazy. bed down for the night. Tomorrow, that sky color. My gosh. Maybe maybe over there there's a town. I don't know. It's very strange. That's odd. Anyway, we'll bed down for the night. We'll explore the pyramid, the desert temple. That we'll have to wait for the next video. Thank you so much for coming along with me and on my exploration in peaceful Minecraft. Just exploring the biomes, talking, chilling, hanging out. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time for more peaceful Minecraft. See you in the next video.